Big up, guys. What's good? It's your boy, Mark, an MUFC fan, and you know what it is. It's the daily update, guys. It's the match preview as we get ready to face Crystal Palace away this weekend, Saturday, 5:30 p.m. under the lights, guys. We're going to be at Palace getting ready to get it done. Can we get the job done, guys? Well, you can see, guys, we've done a great job, much better than last season against the weaker opposition. I will check my WhatsApp, bro, but I can't right now because I'm actually on my phone, bro, live. So I'll check it after, bro. If you want to drop in, let me know, bro. I can send you the link in the comments, but let me know in the comments if you want the link. I'll drop it in the comments for you to come in, bro. Big up, but I can't check the WhatsApp right now. After the stream, I surely will, broski. I surely will. What I can say is that, guys, let's start off the show really right. It's the match preview. Let's see what we can do. You know what I mean? We're going to talk about a few different things right before we get into the stream. Big up to you, Hawkins. Hope you're well, my bro. Right, let me just get into this. A little bit of information as we start the stream. I wanted to start off right, give you some things to talk about. This is some good news coming in, a feel-good factor about Manchester United right now. And I wanted to bring this to the stage to show you guys some little interesting things that are happening. And it might not be about the men's team, but let's get into it anyway, guys. Bring it up to the screen and you can see right now as we have the likes of a brand new #1 for the women's team, a deep sea diver, fossil fan, also I would say a marine biologist by trade. You know, 6'2". She's very, very good between the sticks. And yes, we're talking about the young goalkeeper, the American coming in, you know, Paul's Joyce. Very good, very interesting, guys. I made you a Greek brother, Mark. Big up to you, Jim Watkins, 100%, my bro. Big up, broski. So, you know, just wanted to touch on that because, you know, she's finally getting a chance as the #1 for Manchester United after moving to the club. You know, she's a huge fan of all things marine biology and water, and she's our new #1 for the women's team. You know, join us as you support the men's team, support the women's team as well, and show her your support because this is her breakthrough season. Hopefully, she has a better first campaign than Andre Onana, and the women's team finish in the top 3 as well. You know, they're the defending FA Cup champions. So, keeping it moving, guys. Some other good news, and there are finally some announcements. We talked about it all summer, guys. The 5 youngsters that were brought in by Manchester United. And moving from this topic, let's go straight over to the good news, and it's Samuel Lusale, guys. You know, he's just been announced wearing the #7 for the under-18s is Samuel Lusale, after he refused the opportunity to go to clubs like Bayern Munich as well as other clubs in England, choosing Manchester United 100% for him. And as you can see, he's holding up the #7 there. He's been announced today. It's official. Lusale is a Red and will be a Red, and he is certainly going to be one to be looking out for. And your boy Mark N will be doing the scouting and will be keeping you updated on the progress. And as you can also see there, this is a tweet from Fabrizio Romano that says, Chido Obi Martin's announcement is next. Coming soon, guys. So they're getting it right. The youngsters that were brought in slowly but surely, they're all being announced one by one as the season progresses, guys. So keep the faith. They are doing the business. They're getting the job done. They're not just doing it right now. And you know what? It's just one of those things where they're going to get the job done regardless. You know, they're planning for the future. They're planning for the now. And it's Manchester United, guys. What can we do? What can we say? All we can do is be positive as fans, show our support, and 100% realize that, you know, it's a new dawn and a new day, and United will be back slowly but surely, one step at a time, guys. You know, moving on from this story, let's get into some more positive news with the men's senior team as the announcement. Rasmus Højlund is back. United handed a double boost before the Crystal Palace clash. And you know what, guys? Interestingly enough, the both guys have been posting about each other on social media in their pictures in training. And I'm not just talking about Rasmus Højlund, but on to the next one. You can see Mason Mount and their article, their posting and their comments is, it's good to be back with the madman. And it's also good to have you back, Macy. And that's the conversation between the two players returning from injury. Could we be seeing them this weekend? Aris Kali is saying, Bomba Clot! I'm back, guys. Big up to you, broski. Hope you're well. Big up to Lucky Singh in the building as well. Jim Watkins. Jim Watkins is excited to hear the Cheetah Obi Martin. Wow, we have the best kids and the biggest academy in the world, an awesome production line of talent. Well, we're snapping up some of these talents from elsewhere as well. You know, we got Alejandro Garnacho a few years ago from Atletico Madrid. You know, we just got Cheetah Obi Martin, who's going to be announced soon from Arsenal. You know, this Samuel Usale youngster, he's coming in from Crystal Palace. You know what I mean? There's another youngster that we brought in called Philippe Mexes. He's coming from another academy as well. And it's going to be very interesting. We just brought in Sekou Kone. He comes in from Mali. You know what I mean? He's not really used to the English setup, but he's a baller in himself, and he will be a very good performer going forward. And Lucky Singh is saying, Rasmus Højlund, Mason Mount, I hope we can get off the bench. Well, it might be an interesting situation, guys, because you know what? There are interesting times right now coming in. Mason Mount has a point to prove this summer. We've seen his impact in the first few games where he kept the midfield compact with his industry in the midfield. Big up to you, Jim Watkins. Mark, as you read my comment, YouTube chucked an annoying ad. I'll read it back to you, bro. Big up to you, bro. Excited, Cheetah Obi Martin. Wow. We have the best kids and the biggest academy in the world, an awesome production line of talent. Big up to you, Jim Watkins, in the building, my bro. Big up. You know, YouTube is going to be doing that from time to time on my channel now, guys. I have to apologize in advance. But, you know, this is part of the partnership program with them. So it's something that I cannot avoid. I'm sorry, but you know what I mean? If the more views I have actually is the less ads. So the more of you watching live means less ads to be had actually, because then they cover the wider range of audience with the actual ad that they're showing. So it's one of those things. Big up to you guys anyway. Thanks for being here. And you know, Mason Mount is sending a message to the fans after returning from training. I am back and I'm happy to be back on the grass. And I would like to show it with my performances on the pitch when I get my chance again. And it's going to be a tough one because, you know, Manuel Ugarte came into the team and then over the first 2 games of his performances, you know, everyone is saying, wow, it's the first time we've seen someone play the 6 role and they look amazing in it. I mean, it was against Southampton and it was against Barnsley, but you can only play the teams that are in front of you, guys. You know what I mean? So let's keep it moving. We got Crystal Palace on Saturday. We got the UEL on Wednesday. You know what I mean? We got FC 20 coming in from the Netherlands in to compete with us at Old Trafford, guys. Your boy will be there doing a live broadcast from the stadium. You know what I mean? Outside early in the day. I probably would arrive there like around 10:30 UK time. So I will be making a midday stream. It might not have a morning stream. I might do a little bit travel blog while I'm on my way while I'm at the airport and have a conversation with you guys if I have enough time. But big up to you guys. Oh, I'm supposed to be going through none other than Copenhagen. I'm not sure if Jarvis is going to be around, but I will be stopping off in Copenhagen. You know, the plane makes a stop there on my way to Manchester, probably for like 45 minutes, probably to refuel. I'm not too sure. You know what I mean? See how it goes. We will be there. Big up to you, Jim Watkins. Much appreciate you as well, my brother. It's people like you and Sal that I chat with. I like you guys in chat. Big up to you, everyone. You know what I mean? And moving on from this topic that we have with Mason Mount and Rasmus Højlund coming in, possibly offering options off the bench. We're going into the game this weekend. We have had a great performance against Barnsley early in this week, and it was a 7-0 drubbing. We've seen some good performances from players the likes of Garnacho and Marcus Rashford. And Marcus Rashford has been hailing his deadly partnership with Alejandro Garnacho after Man United's 7-0 win. Could this be a new spark in a partnership? Remember, guys, back in 1920, he had this partnership that everyone raved about, formed with Anthony Martial, and everyone was like, they couldn't stop scoring. They were feeding off each other and feeding off the teams, destroying them together. It's one of those things. Marcus Rashford had a brace. Garnacho had a brace. You know what I mean? Christian Eriksen also had a brace. Anthony could have had himself a brace, but he just got one. Bruno came on, got 2 assists, guys. Very, very good performances. Big up to you, Elite Baller. Smash the likes and subscribe. Turn on notifications bells. Big up to you, Mark. Big up to you and everyone in the chat, my bro. Big up to you, broski. Big up. Come on, guys. Let's get the likes up and smash that subscribe button. Yes, guys, the road to 10K is here, but we have to step on 2K first. Let's get there, guys. Share it around and smash those likes. Every like you smash shares the channel to another possible viewer. Let's get them all into the community. Let them have fun and enjoy. You know what I mean? Because this was what we do. We support the team. We support Manchester United 100% first and foremost. You know what I mean? So with this news that Marcus Rashford has been hailing his partnership with Garnacho, guys, I want to pose the question, who is the starting attacking line? You see there's a poll there, guys. If you're not in the live, you're in the non-live section, the poll will be on. I'm leaving it on for the next hour. Let me know what you're thinking in the chat as well. Select the poll and let me know, because you know what, guys, it's going to be very interesting to see how it goes. You know, we will talk about the poll later on tonight when we do the bragging right stream, but let's confirm, guys, we got to understand, who is the best starting front three going into the next game against Palace? Could it be, are we going to start Marcus Rashford, Joshua Zirkzee, and Amad Diallo? Big up. Or are we going to start Rashford, we're going to start Zirkzee, and are we going to start Garnacho off the right? Or could we go for the radical option and start Garnacho off the left, start Marcus Rashford through the middle, and start, you know, Amad Diallo off the right? Could we go for that option, guys? What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. You know what I mean? Because here's what, guys. Either way, I believe Ahmad has deserved his starting position. I would leave him there. I think Rashford has shown some of a very good change in his performance, not being required to be a creator, but being required to get in behind or create challenges, get a shot off, try to get a goal, maybe link up with the players around you. You know, so maybe a different role, a different performance, a different change in role might be what's suited to Marcus. You never know, guys. It might just be Barnsley, but I'm liking the sound of Garnacho off the left, Ahmad off the right, and possibly starting Marcus Rashford through the middle. The reason why I'm saying that is not because I'm disappointed in Joshua Zirkzee or anything like that, but I just think he needs to be managed. You know what I mean? He has been showing good performances. He's been linking up well with the other players in the team. He has been getting into fine positions as well. You know, but we don't want to put too much pressure on him that it means he must be the one to score. He's more of a forward than a prolific striker. You know what I mean, guys? So maybe rotate him. Give him a rotation, because we still have FC20 in the cup. He can still start on Wednesday. You know what I mean, guys? So it's not like if he doesn't start today, he has to wait until next week to start another game. He can start on Wednesday against, you know, FC20 in the Europa League. And then there's the weekend game against Tottenham, and we have Porto the following week. So, guys, rotation is going to be key. And like I'm saying on this headline, Marcus Rashford hailing the partnership with Garnacho. Should we give those players what they want? Because they perform well. They like that connection they had during the game. If we play them together against Crystal Palace, who's to say they don't do it again? You know what I mean? I'm just saying, guys, I'm just being a little bit devil advocate on the positivity side to see what's going on. What are your thoughts in the comments? Let me know what you're thinking. Yali is saying, would be really hard not to play Rashford as a striker with Ahmad and Garnacho on the wings. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, playing Rashford there could be a masterstroke. With those two guys, the way they've been performing, Garnacho off the left, Ahmad on the right, you got Rashford's pace through the middle. I think it's a recipe for, you know, a 4-0 victory against Crystal Palace, guys. I don't know what you're thinking. I might be a little bit too hyped, but I think it's a recipe. And I want to show you guys, this is the lineup I would like to see start against Crystal Palace on the weekend. As we move along, let me show you guys this lineup. It's going to be very interesting. And as you can see it there, guys, you can see the lineup. You know what I mean? I have Andre Onana in goal. I have Mazarawi off the right with De Ligt in the center next to Lisandro Martinez. Diego Dallo is off the left as usual. I have Bruno playing next to Ugarte. I put Christian Eriksen in the 10. And I will make an argument for why I put Christian Eriksen in the 10, guys. And I'm just doing it for 45 minutes. But I'm doing it because I have a belief. You know what I mean? And I'm putting Ahmad off the right Garnacho off the left, and I'm starting Rashford at the striker. Come by my lord. Come by Big up to you, elite baller in the building. I don't think Rashford can play up front in your honest opinion, says Kenny Fan TV. I hope Ruud van Nistelrooy could at least guide Rashford, though. That's interesting. But this is the lineup I would like to see. And the reason why I'm saying it, because we know Bruno, guys, he's got the ability. He can be that box-to-box. He is physical. He can carry the ball as well. And he can make from deep as well. We've got Ugarte to provide that base of that defensive side in the midfield. And Eriksen can do what he does best, staying in that 10 role up front. Just pass the ball around and do what you do, create the plays like what he did. And Crystal Palace, to be fair, guys, they might have gotten a new manager. They might be intending to compete for the league, but they're still a mid-table team. They're still a low-end mid-table team, in my honest opinion. And yes, they did beat us last season badly when we were suffering through an injury crisis. But guys, we are Man United. We have to be confident. And I think this team could get us to a 4-0 victory easy. Easy, guys. I would switch Bruno with Mainu, says Mad Advanced. Well, that's up for debate, broski. I don't mind that. And what I would say to you is this. This is what I want to see. Let's just move on to the next one. There's another one, and this lineup is what I think Ten Hag is actually going to do. This is just what I think he's going to do. You know what I mean? As you can see, this lineup is, the back line is the same. Onana is in goal, but there's Mainu, and there's Mainu next to Ugarte, and Bruno is in the 10. Same with Ahmad up front and Garnacho, and I did put Rashford through the middle. But this is just what I think. This is what I think Ten Hag is going to do tomorrow, guys. On Saturday, I mean. This is what I think he's going to do. I think he's going to play Mainu next to Ugarte with Bruno in the 10. When you play against Crystal Palace away, it feels like we're playing against a club like Tottenham or Villa. I mean, it's interesting. It could be, but you never know. You know what I mean? I feel like we're going off of the past trauma of what happened in our injury-ridden season last season, as well as some mistakes we have made. But can we say that, this team that showed a fight on Tuesday night where we wouldn't have normally done last season, because last season we've made it tough on ourselves playing against the lesser opposition teams as well. But we've done what we should have been doing. It was a comfortable victory, 7-0. We haven't scored multiple goals in a game, such a wide game, in a long time. No, not yet, Stretty Gamer, but I got an assistant today. Shout out to the assistant in the back. You know what I mean? Big up. Thank you so much. Lucky Singh, how are you? Big up to Lucky Singh. We're going quick. Players at Crystal Palace. It's going to be interesting. Oh, Drex is in the building. Yeah, let me bring Drex onto the stage. Let's see what Drex is thinking about this. You know what I mean? Big up to Drex in the building. Drex, what's good, bro? What's good?
Yo, what you saying, bro?
Chilling. And I'm just, I'm having an interesting take this morning. I was on the regular stream with KG and the guys this morning, so I might be stealing some of those guys' thoughts, making it all one good vibe for myself, but they don't know that. Big up to them, though. They're a bunch of cool guys, you know what I mean? But what I was saying to everyone is that, if you can go back to the team sheet before, that would be cool. I wanted to show everyone, this is what I think we should do tomorrow against Crystal Palace this weekend. And my justification for this is because my thoughts on Christian Eriksen, and my thoughts on certain players in the squad, bro. But what I'm saying is, with the performance I've seen and what I've seen from the players going up against a team like Crystal Palace, you want to have something to come off the bench with that can impact the team, impact the performance, bring the levels up, right? And with the likes of Højlund, I would like to see him come into the game as a substitute. As you can see for the team sheet there are substitute names under everyone. I have a bit of substitutions that could possibly happen in the game. I'm thinking maybe you play 70 minutes with Ahmad. Anthony comes on for a relief. You know what I mean? You could probably put Joshua Zirkzee in the 10 for Christian Eriksen and bring Højlund on as a number 9. You know what I mean? There's also that option. You know what I mean? You could even put Collier. You could even bring on Mason Mount for 20 minutes to replace Garnacho. So, there's also Casemiro on the bench as Toby Collier as well, who could come in as backup for the players or like Bruno and like Ugarte. There's even Kobe Manu who could come off the bench. You know what I mean? So I was just looking at it from a perspective where we can go into this game, rest some of the players who, we need the rest. You know what I mean? They could come on and play 20, 30 minutes. We still have the UEL on Wednesday. So the players who might not start Saturday, they could start on Wednesday. What are your thoughts, Strix?
I wouldn't play Bruno as the alongside Ugarte. I put Bruno at the 10, put Ericsson back on the bench because I want him for Wednesday, if you know what I mean.
You want Ericsson for 20?
Ericsson for Wednesday. So it's managing the games, it's managing the players as well. Yeah.
So you want to line up more like the other one I had up before then?
I think so. Just the switch. I leave Casemiro and Ugarte at the still leave Casemiro and Ugarte at that because we're playing the Palace side. I no disrespect to Palace or but it's a Palace side who've been struggling this season, right? They've been struggling this season. They don't have Olise, they don't have Andrew Ayew, who in my opinion was one of the not really much Olise. It's that guy Ayew was kind of was that player that could actually pull them together, like the glue for the front, right? So I don't know what happened, why they sold him, but every time we played against that guy, even when it was at Swansea, I remember he used to give us problems, right? So Andrew Ayew, they don't have. So for me, just put Casemiro and Ugarte at the 6 and 8, then put Bruno at the 10. If the game is gone beautiful, then you can bring Ericsson at the end of the day just to put some legs in it, a minute into his legs, getting him ready up and ready for the 20 game. I would want to see Ericsson start the 20 game.
So maybe I'll line up like the other one that I had up before if you want to see it again. You know what I mean?
Let me see. Let's see
this one here. More like this one, right?
More like this one, but who's spearheading the attack? Is that Zexi or is that?
It's actually Rashford in both striking options.
Okay, so
I have to admit.
So for me, I'll take Garnacho go on the bench. Rashford start, Zexi ahead of him. See, for me, Garnacho is not about. Everybody know I like Garnacho, right? We still just the same way the manager is managing. I don't know what the manager has done recently. I don't know who's talked to the manager. I don't know because there was report that Ericsson wanted to leave, right? So he was scared about his game time, and all of a sudden, manager's giving him 2 starts, right? And bro, the man has delivered in those 2 starts. So for me, Garnacho will always come off the bench and influence the game, right? So it's not a problem. For me, Garnacho starts FC20 games straight up. There's no biggie about that one, right? You still have to drip. So it's managing these guys their minutes now, right? If Rashford is starting that game and you want Rashford to play the 20 game, then Garnacho comes off the bench. Rashford gets a bit of rest. He's got minutes. He's got rest. Then he could start the 20 game just the same way we played the Barnsley. I don't think FC20 should be giving us a lot of problem, but football on paper is way different thing than football on the pitch. So for me, that's how I want to say. Kobe should get. If you want to put Kobe in this game, fine. If you want to put Kobe in this game, fine. So you see that Casemiro, Ugarte, or Kobe and Ugarte, but I think we are playing Crystal Palace. Yeah, maybe Kobe would do good in terms of ball retention and try to, because Kobe likes to be that that guy that actually holds the ball and draw people to him, then finds a way to elude them, right? Because by so doing, you've actually opened up a space. If it's for a team that don't know how to counter press or don't know how to press properly, Kobe could get the ball. They come at him. He tries to evade them. There's room already open for some 1 or 2 players to go into, and he could actually make a good pass and all of that. But for me, Oyland should play. If Oyland wants to play any football at all for, if not this Crystal Palace game, start him against the 20 or comes off on bench.
Well, exactly. And this is why Yali was saying in the comments, we do have a luxury problem. Yeah. All that is missing is Shaw, and we will be at full strength. Well, not really just Shaw, but, the likes of Euro still not back yet. I think Euro is going to make a huge impact going into Christmas and coming out of Christmas. His availability and versatility across the backline is going to be sensational. You know what I mean? Rasmus coming back. The only thing for me is I don't want to start him against Palace. I would bring him on into the game, let him get a few minutes.
Yeah,
Hopefully we already have 2 or 3
yeah.
goals to the good. Let him come on and see what he could do in the last few minutes. That way he not pressed to have to make something happen out of nothing, because then he might be injure himself or try to do something, overextend himself. So I would bring him on as a late substitution. This is why I say Rashford starting up front for me is a better choice. I
A,
mean, I
a lot of
understand the
us,
whole
a
thing
lot of
about
us.
Xerxes. I
Uh-huh.
understand the whole thing about Xerxes, bro, but you see, the reality for me is I don't look at Xerxes like a prolific goal scorer and striker. As a matter of fact, I don't look at Xerxes like a striker. I look at him as a forward. He could play the number 9 role, but he's more of a linker player. He would encourage the other players around him to get in and get chances more than he would actually be getting them. Now he will have the traits of a number 9 to show up in the box. We've seen him showing up in very good key positions to get on the end of chances, but he hasn't been able to finish it. Now, my only thing is it's okay if he doesn't start this game. He started 2 games in a row. You know what I mean?
No,
Maybe
I want him to
he
start
comes
this
on as a
game, though.
substitute. Hmm?
I want Zexi to start this game. Elite Baller is asking for the link. Do I put the link on the chat right there, or
Yeah, go
um
ahead, bro.
I want to what's me call it? I want Zexi to start this game, right? Continue from where he stopped with the Southampton game, right? Zexi is gonna give the way Zexi and Ahmad and Rashford, those front three, the way they play together right now, you want that chemistry to keep building, right? And I like that chemistry between Rashford and Zexi at the moment, right? So I want them to continue in that form, in that same
I
way.
mean,
Yeah. But it is at the end of the day, whatever the manager does, whoever decides to, for me, the reason why I will not start Ericsson is um Crystal Palace would have a go at him. The man has played two
true.
games in about let's say 2 weeks, right? So no, less than 5 days, if I'm not mistaken. He played on a Saturday at lunchtime and he played on a Tuesday. That's like what? That's barely like 5 days. So Crystal Palace would want to have a go at him, knowing fully well he doesn't really have the legs. So for me, if he's not going to play the number 10 role, then put him on the bench. Put him on the bench, get him fit for the FC20 game. Don't put so much pressure on Christian Eriksen where he now thinks, okay, he has to start providing the goods every now and again so that he gets on the start. No, don't put pressure on anybody. Let them know that, okay, when it's time, you come in. Different people know, okay, I'm going to start the next game. I'm going to play a few minutes in this game just to get my sharpness going and all of that. It's just a way of them, for me, just for the manager finding how to create that
The
positive energy.
rotation.
Yeah, the
Yeah, well, I mean,
rotation, harmony.
there's a squad
Yeah.
at the end of the day, and this is why I say what I'm saying, because while I like us what I've seen from Xerxes, I just think for the Crystal Palace game, I would rather give Rashford the opportunity, since because the one thing is that the key thing for me is that in the one of the articles I was talking about before is that Marcus Rashford and Garnacho having a very good partnership. He was really happy with the link up he had with Garnacho, so maybe playing them together again might prove something similarly good. You know what I mean? They might not both have braces again. I mean, it's Palace, but one might score a brace or they might both get a goal and assist. You know what I mean? So this is why looking at form over current form over the fact that yeah, we Xerxes had a good 2 games. Garnacho has had 4 great games, bro. You know what I mean? In every game, Garnacho almost had a goal or almost had an assist. You know what I mean? So for me, Garnacho and Rashford up front, bringing on Xerxes in the second half, is the best of both worlds. And that's just this game. I mean, the next, Xerxes could come on as a sub, score a hat trick, and then boom, he's starting. Somebody had to face the bench. Rashford could come on, could start and score 2 goals. Ahmad could score a goal and have an assist. And then you know what? Garnacho would have to come off the bench. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's a luxury problem. You know what I mean? Big up to Yali saying the survey that we have been told is coming out. I have a co-worker who is part of the United Fan Club here in Norway. They got the survey a week ago. I think it's already have the bro. I had that survey since 2 weeks ago as well, bro. Like when I got the tickets for the URL game, I did the survey, and that was the same survey about what we think about the club and moving. And I was, to be honest, bro, I was like, they had a question in the survey that spoke about maintaining a tier stadium for the women's team, and I was like, yeah, 100%, that's a great idea. I would love that because then it keeps the interest.
Yo, I don't know where he jumped to, but It was talking about the survey, but I'm gonna wait
Yeah, I
until
was talking about the survey there. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know. Did the internet drop 1 second? Hold on. Let me just do this real quick. Right, that should work. Make sure it don't drop out again. So, like, what I was saying is, guys, is that the issue is a lot of fans frustrated between the history and how that's going to damage the history. I mean, when you look at other clubs like Barcelona and Madrid, these guys they will remain at their stadiums for all their life, including Liverpool. But with United, it's not a situation like that. It's something that we might have to move next door. I want to say next door, like I'm a little bit disappointed that we can't really, we don't have the funding and the time to rebuild Old Trafford to a brand new stadium, the likes of the Bernabeu. Now, if the alternative is building a stadium right next door, which is like literally 5 minutes in the opposite direction from where the North Stand is right now, currently. So you build our stadium and then you reduce the Old Trafford that is there to a one-tier stadium that seats 25 to 30K stands. And the women's team, the youth teams can play there. We can still go on the stadium tours there. And all the while building a new history at the new stadium. Now, I'm not too opposed to that because, as I say, guys, I mean, at the end of the day, we have to look at it from a perspective of reality. And, we don't have $2-3 billion to rebuild Old Trafford. It's going to be super expensive to rebuild on the same site of Old Trafford if we have to knock it down and then, while for 2 years, play maybe at Wembley. You know what I mean? So it's interesting. Yorkie is coming in saying, I'm wondering where people are getting Xerxes is good enough from. He hasn't done anything. I mean, and I feel like he will be good. I think he's been showing some good link-up play. I think a lot of people are enjoying the fact that he's been connecting with the other players well on the pitch, and it's been proven the overall play of the game. Maybe, what I mean? CP away is a real test for... Yeah. Porto away is a real test. Crystal Palace as well too, Jack Reacher. You know what I mean? That is the news right now. They're going to bulldoze Old Trafford to fit the new stadium. Well, I mean, if they bulldoze Old Trafford, that means we're going to be playing games where at Wembley. That's the interesting thing, you know what I mean? So, for me, the initial survey was talking about having two stadiums, one larger, a new large stadium, and a smaller, remodified stadium. And, that was what I was voting for. So maybe they might be going with a full-on, He reminds me of Mount. What is he? A striker, left wing, right? Big up to Yorkie. You know what I mean? I understand what you're saying there. Yeah, that's the news right now. Yeah, they might bulldoze it. They're not going to bulldoze the stadium, Old Trafford. What they're going to bulldoze is the car park area there to the right. It's going to have to change because that will be the site of the new stadium. They can't literally rebuild exactly on the foundation of where they are right now. Big up to Elite Baller in the back. Could come up to the stage, my brother. Come up to the stage. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things. Big up, broski. How are you doing, bro?
I'm fantastic, bro. How are you?
I'm good. You know what I mean? I'm looking forward to this weekend. Off the back of a decent performance. It was against Barnsley, but I always keep the mantra: you have to beat the team in front of you. So,
of course you do.
You know what I mean?
Scoring 7 goals against any team, regardless of who they are, is a good thing because it means that you're being clinical. It means you're creating chances. It gives you confidence for the next game. So anyone who sees that game as anything other than a massive positive, I don't know what to say to them. You know what I'm saying?
100%, bro. 100%. And on to the topics of, the headache that we will be soon to have, who starts in the front three. You know what I mean? I think the rest of the defense literally picks itself. I think we have a toss-up in the midfield pairing in terms of whether it be Menu and Ugarte or Casemiro and Ugarte. I think that will be a toss-up for a while. And then, a toss-up in the 10, if it happened to be a toss-up in the 10 between Bruno Xerxes or Bruno and Christian Eriksen, or Bruno and Mason Mount. Who's mad? You know what I mean, bro?
Do you know what I like? I like the fact that we can debate about who should start for Man United. That means that we've got a good squad. If we can debate about who should start, that means we've got a good squad, right? For example, Arsenal, you can pretty much tell what their team is going to be, right? Every single time. It's usually the same. I think we have got a lot of depth. So we've got choices about who to play up front. We've got choices who to play on the wing. We've got choices who to play in midfield. So to me, that's a massive positive thing as well, bro.
100%. Yo, Kia killing me here, bro. We all know we could have been turned over by Barnsley. We weren't. Drinks, beers. Why do Palace worry me? Well, bro, I don't feel that at all, to be fair. I never thought Barnsley was going to turn us over for a minute. I thought we was always going to smash them. You know what I mean? And to be fair, this round, I think we're going to smash. I think Crystal Palace is going to be in for a shocker on this Saturday night. I think the lads will be up for it. I think the guys who will be starting will know that they have players on the benches that can probably deliver what they haven't or what they could. You know what I mean? It might be interesting to see how it goes because I would like to see United score 4 goals on Saturday. That would be my prediction for this, in my honest opinion. I think it's possible with the rate at which we have been, keeping possession against teams, the rate at which we have been creating chances against the opposing teams, and the quality of our defense in the last couple games.
So what do you think will win 4-0, or do you think Palace will score?
I think it might be like a 4-0 or a 4-1 scoreline. I think Palace might just score a goal, but I could see United in the first 20 to 35 minutes going 2-0 up. Guaranteed, bro. I could see us going up 2 goals quick to the good. You know what I mean? Like, I know sometimes United don't start all that quickly, but I feel like this United team now starting to get in their strides. The attackers now starting to find that, what that clinical motion, so, it might not have happened in the first 2 or 3 games off the gate, but I just think for some reason that this team is going to score some goals this weekend, bro.
I think it's all about the counter-attack. I think a couple of goals that we scored against Barnsley were from a counter-attack, from getting the ball in our half and then breaking fast, giving it to one of the wingers, whether it be Garnacho or Rashford, and scoring. I see the same thing happening against Palace. Palace are at home. It's their obligation to try and take the game to us, which will play into our hands. You know what I'm saying? Do you think Ugarte starts again, yeah?
I think he starts, bro. I think that was his rending, his warm up. You know what I mean? His test run as for 90 minutes, and he's that kind of player, bro. That, to be fair, a lot of people wondered what he would be like. But like I keep saying, you have a player with a lot of legs, a lot of energy, very good on the ball. He knows what to do defensively. He knows how to bring the ball out from the back. He knows how to play and shield the defense. And you're giving your players in attack a secure mind. They have a guy there who will back them up and take one for the team. Not only that, but he will put a stop to teams running through that midfield. You know what I mean? He will be there to enable our players to probably tackle a player, take a yellow card here or there. But he will also be there to slow down the play, win some fouls, as well as, help the team. And that's what we needed. That's what we was missing all this time. Big up to Luan France in the building, says she was lurking, getting ready to head out. Hope everyone is doing well. Big up to you, Luan. Hope you're having a great day as well. Big up to you in the building. And Elite Yorkie is saying he's thinking 3-1 United counters. Yeah, possibly. He's thinking just like you, bro.
So I'm looking at the screen right now. Is that your lineup that you chosen, Mark?
That's a lineup that I said that we could possibly change. Actually, I'm not at the laptop now to change it, but I could while you and Drex discuss if you want to change 1 or 2 players from it, I could try and change it, because I have in that lineup, I have Andre Onana, I have Mazraoui with the back line. I don't think anybody would change the back line, but Assad, Kobe Menu next to Ugarte, Bruno at the 10, Ahmad, Garnacho off the wings, and Rashford up front. The lineup that I want to see, well, if you go back one, you will see the lineup I want to see. That's the lineup I had up before. This one here with Onana, same back line. I have Bruno next to Ugarte with Christian Eriksen in the 10. I have Garnacho with Ahmad and Rashford up top.
Rashford has to play. Definitely. The second goal that he scored with his left foot, to me, that was all instinct. That was a player who's not overthinking what to do. That's a player now who feels like he can score a goal and he hits it with his left foot first time. I reckon now that his confidence is high. I don't think there's any excuse now for him not to keep scoring and keep scoring. Same with Garnacho. Ahmad has got his work cut out, right? I've got nothing against Ahmad, but he's got his work cut out because he needs to provide assists or score goals nearly every game because Rashford and Garnacho are doing that right now. So, but to be honest with you, that's a good thing. Competition is a very good thing. You know what I'm saying?
100%, bro. 100%. You know what I mean? I know Drex has a different opinions on the starting 11. You know that is, and I think that's fine and fair. But you know, having a problem with luxury right now is what we want to have. Having a debate on who starts because either one probably go and get us a goal. That is what the debates we want to be having. You know what I mean? And as Stretford Gamer is saying here, we need a strong midfield. I'd rather have Mount in front of Ugarte and Cass because both Ugarte and Mount have energy. So the press will be lethal against Palace, thus allowing them turnovers. I don't mind that at all, bro. Like, to be honest, like for me, like I'm so not stressed whether you know Bruno starts or Ericsson starts or Casemiro starts, but you know, for me, Ugarte must start. I have to say that Ugarte must start, and the front three that I have there, I would like them to be the front three that starts in that game because 100%, I do agree with everyone that you know Xerxes has contributed well in the first two games, but I just feel like these three guys up front have a little bit more edge in terms of clinicality, and I want to see goals. You know what I mean? So that's just me, bro. That's just me. Big up to Jim Watkins in the building. Big up to you, Yorkie. And yeah, I know Mason Mount is a little bit off it right now. Well, he's just coming back from injury, so I don't think he's going to get any minutes in the game. It might be possible as a substitute, but I'm not too sure, guys. I'm not too sure. What are your thoughts, Drex? Any last thoughts of the game? Any last thoughts about the starting lineup?
No, you already know my take. Big up yourself, Elite.
Big up, bro. How are you, man? You okay?
I'm all right. You already know my stance. You already know I'm starting either of Casemiro or Maino at that Bruno's position right there. Move Bruno up to Ericsson's position. Send Rashford to the Garnacho's position and play Joshua up front, right? But all in all, we should be able to win that game. It's for me, Crystal Palace is really not a test. It's one of them games, right? The test I want to see is how we get past Tottenham and Porto. So Crystal Palace is really not a test. So I know someone said it's a test. No, bro, it's not a test. You can only play. People tend to play down the likes of Southampton and Barnsley, bro. It's part of the process, bro. You can only play who is in front of you. Crystal Palace is just another game like one of them. It's not really a test. It's when we get to play Porto. What's we call it? Tottenham and Porto. We play Tottenham, we play Porto, then we play Aston Villa. That's when you actually say, okay, there's a test right there for us. But right now, it's Crystal Palace. I do believe would win. I believe would win that game if we play the way we played against because we didn't play bad against Brighton, neither did we play bad against Fulham, or even Liverpool. Was our mistakes that actually led to those 3 goals. So we played very well against Southampton. We put Barnsley to the sword as early as 30 minutes. Then Crystal Palace, we should be able to get a 2-0 win, 3-1 kind of game because I do fancy them to score, but it is what it is. One of them games. It's not really a test for me.
Oh, big up to Madhouse, bro. Madhouse have a different starting lineup, bro. Madhouse front three is Zixi, Hoyland, and Ahmad. Garnacho as a sub. Where Rashford probably coming off as a sub too. Wow, interesting. You know what I mean, guys, at the end of the day, you know what? It's an interesting weekend to be had. You know, football is back. Manchester United is back. Some of the performances are getting better. We're starting to find that clinicality we all were talking about in the first couple of games. You know, we're going to try to do it again this weekend. And there's also, you know, FC 20 in the Europa League coming up on Wednesday. Guys, I'm going to be doing the match preview for that on Tuesday midday as well. As you know, I will be in Manchester on Wednesday, so I may not be having a morning stream. I might just do a little vlog for 10 minutes while I'm traveling, waiting in the airport, you know what I mean? getting myself ready to go to Manchester. But at the same time, guys, I would like to thank each and every one for coming in today. Big up to each and every one of you. If you have the time, please just, smash a like, subscribe, share it around, and leave your score predictions in the comments, whether it be now or in the non-live section later on. Come back, leave your score predictions. We will talk about it later on tonight in the Bragging Rights stream after the games played today, and get prepared for this weekend's play. Thank you so much to Elite Baller for coming in. Big up to you, my brother. Guys, don't forget to go check out Elite Baller's channel. Give him a like, subscribe, smash a like, and leave some comments on his previous videos. If you have not seen him before, go check him out. And don't forget to check out D-Hub TV. My buddy Drex is always there posted. And tonight, guys, I think they're going to be hosting a very, very good show with the possible outcomes to be shown aired tonight. Please check it out, especially if you like FPL and like to make predictions to games. These guys get them right. Trust me when I say that. Big up to all of you in the comments. Big up to each and every one of you. Lucky Singh, Man Lutata. What if we drop points? Get out of here, bro. We're going to beat Palace. I'm telling you now. When we beat Palace, come back and apologize.
Bro. What if we jump? You're saying what if we drop points? We drop points. That's how it is, bro. We drop points. Move on to the next one. That's how it is, bro. It's football. It's entertainment. It's life. It's reality. You just move on to the next one.
100%. Guys, thank you so much. Elite Baller's channel is in the comments, guys. Smash a like and subscribe if you have the chance. Big up to him. Thank you for coming in today, bro. Big up to you, man.
Yo, Mark,
can you drop it in the private chat for me, please?
Yeah, of course, bro. Mark, thank you for inviting me on. Thank you for promoting my channel. And I want everyone to know that, Mark, we got him to 1,000. We need to get him to 2,000, right? So keep sharing this channel wherever you can. Do it on Twitter, on X, Facebook, whatever. Keep letting this guy get promoted because he deserves it. Yeah, thanks again, bro. And I'll speak to you soon, bro, yeah?
Yeah, big up, bro. Thanks so much, bro. Anytime, bro. I got you, bro. Big up, bro. Catch you later. Big up to Drex in the building, of course. We have to share it around. Don't forget to support D-Up TV. Check out the stream later on tonight. Elite, I'm not sure when you have your next stream, bro, but don't forget to let us know. Drop a little message in the group. If you're in the chat. Guys, if you're not in the WhatsApp and you're in the Telegram chat, you know what I mean? Check it out. Come in, have your say with football. We talk strictly about football in the chat. You know what I mean? Because it's about football and Manchester United at the end of the day. Guys, thank you for being here. Big up to all of you coming in. Hope you guys have a great day. Be safe out there. Don't stress yourselves. And you know what? Try to eat healthy, guys. You know what I mean? Life is short. Enjoy it as much as you can. But be safe as always. It's been your boy, Mark, an MUFC fan. Got Drex in the building. I got Elite here. Have everyone in the comments. Big up to Brian Foskett and Lucky Singh, Luan France as well. Big up to Manu Tata. Big up to Anraya Daniela. Big up to Yorkshire Cowboy as well. Big up to Jim Watkins in the building. Madhouse. Big up to Jack Reacher as well. Big up to Lucky Singh. Big up to all of you coming in. Big up to Stephanie Griffith as well. Big up to Kenny Fan TV. Guys, catch you guys later. It's been your boy. And I'll see you later on.
Baby.